Welcome back, SethBling here, and today we continue my quest to create a custom 360 card Mario-themed Magic the Gathering draft cube. If you don't know what any of this is about, check out the first video on the topic. There's a link in the video description to that one. Today we're going to play a game with a draft deck that I drafted 2 videos ago. In the last video I played the first match against a red-green-black aggro/control deck that was pretty sweet. Today I'm going to play a match against Shoutouts. So Shoutouts is on the call. Welcome.
Hey,
Hey. All right. But yeah, I've got my deck all loaded up to go. We're using a program called Cockatrice. It's a Magic the Gathering sandbox. And we're going to play with my Mario-themed deck. So against another Mario-themed deck from the same draft. So when you start a game in Cockatrice, first thing you do is press Control-I to roll a die. I won the roll 16-9, so I'm going to choose to play first.
okay.
Control-M, enter to draw 7 cards. And decide whether or not to mulligan. So I'm going to mute myself and talk about the cards that I have and whether I want to mulligan. So I have 2 lands, no red mana, and I have 2 cards that require red mana here. They're pretty good, but they're also late game cards, so I do have time to draw into red. I can play Precarious Footing. It's not necessarily something you want to play early. It depends on what your opponent's doing, but it can be sweet. King Caliente can spawn early. Morden Koopa can also spawn, and Spirited Away is a sweet card. I'm on the play, so this hand doesn't do much unless I get up to 5 mana. I'm not sure whether I should be keeping here. There's a very good chance that I get stuck on like 3 or 4 mana and don't get to actually play my powerful cards. But getting the 3 mana allows me to stall out for at least a while. So I think I'm going to try this hand, but it's a little bit risky of a keep. At least I get to spawn some cards, get some 1/1 tokens early. All right, I'm going to keep. How about you?
I'll keep it too.
Okay. I'll go to my first main phase, and we are going to spawn King Caliente. So pay 1 and exile this card from my hand, and I make a 1/1 minion. And exile him, and I can cast him anytime later. And I'll pop out the exile to remind myself that I can cast him. And I'm done with my turn.
Okay. I'll draw for the turn. And on my main phase, I'll play a man. And I guess that's it.
Okay. Okay, land was a good draw. All right, well, let's attack for 1.
Yep.
And then second main, I will play this island, and I'll spawn Morden Koopa. Make another 1/1 minion and move him to my exile where I can cast him later. And I'm done. So next turn I want to play this Spirited Away face down as a 2/2, using its spook ability.
I'll play a forest.
Okay.
And I'll tap those 2 to play Roy Koopa.
Oof. Okay, can't block. Trample. It's a 3/3 for 2. Pretty good rate. It's got an activated ability there too.
That's it.
Saw this in my last game against the previous opponent. All right. Keep draw. I kind of had a different plan, but I think... Well, I can cast Precarious Footing, and he can't block my 1/1, so I get to just kill it. I think that's pretty good, because I think this is a really strong card. All right, I'm going to cast Precarious Footing. Seems like a really good chance to play this. So this is an enchantment. It's a curse. I'm enchanting you. We'll see what the text is in a second. I'm going to attack with both my minions. Roy Koopa, of course, cannot block, and so I deal 2 damage to you. When I deal damage, or whenever a creature I control deals damage to enchanted player, that's you. Sacrifice Precarious Footing. What do you do? Destroy target creature without flying that player controls. I will sacrifice Precarious Footing because I must, and it's going to target Roy Koopa. Oops.
Yep.
And then I'm done for the turn.
Okay. So that's not good.
I think it's pretty good.
For you.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be hard to get Precarious Footing in later if he's going to play a lot of creatures, which looks like the type of thing you would do with Roy Koopa.
Play the Giggle Style.
Okay.
And that will be it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll play Swamp. I'll attack with both my minions.
Yep.
Go to 15. Second main phase, I will cast this face down card.
Ooh, what would it
Could be
be?
anything, but it is for now a 2/2, and I'm done.
Okay, I'll untap. I'll draw for the turn.
So next turn I can cast either of these creatures. Pretty good. I can destroy one of my opponent's creatures, or I can start setting up to be able to sacrifice my dudes to deal extra damage to my opponent. Both of them are strong. I'll probably start with King Caliente unless he plays something that really needs to be killed with board.
This and that. I'll cast Bubble Cannon.
Oof. Okay.
And that's everything.
Okay. All right. Let's attack for 4. Second main phase, I'll play a mountain, and I will cast King Caliente from exile. And I'm done.
Okay.
So yeah, this lets me sacrifice my other creatures to deal damage,
swamp.
which my opponent's getting pretty low. Could be pretty good.
I have
But he could have some cool
6
stuff
mana,
to do with
so
the
I'll
bomb
tap
cannon.
everything.
Oof, 6 mana.
And
Okay.
here's Koopa Airship.
All right. That's pretty good. So Koopa Airship has flying and trample. It's a vehicle with crew 5. So currently you're not anywhere close to crewing it, but of course you have 6 mana. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, up to 1 target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. It's a pretty strong ability to happen every turn. All right. Well, I think I might be able to win this turn. I haven't counted actually. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. All right. So I attack with everything. That's
I'll go to
8
3.
damage. You go to 3, I think. I'll sacrifice a minion to deal you 2, and then I'll do it again.
And
You go to -1.
I
And
don't.
I'll go ahead and turn over my face down card since you have to do that at the end of the game. It was Spirited Away.
I have this.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's a lot of flood. All right.
That was a quick match.
Yeah. Well, a quick game. We still have best
Yeah,
of 3 match, so
I still believe in myself.
yeah, I believe in you too.
Thank you.
All right. So what did I see out of my opponent? Not a lot. I saw, that cannon I think is pretty good against me. I think it's okay at least. It's okay. I don't think it's crazy good. You can kill cards like Gushin. That's pretty good.
I'm sideboarding some stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
ready?
look at my sideboard too.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything I want to side in. Pavlok didn't kill anything of my opponent's. I don't think so. Probably not that. It's a little confusing because Roy Koopa I think it was an aggressive card, but Koopa Airship is a very controlling defensive card. So late game. So I'm not sure what to make of my opponent's deck here. I'm not sure where I should be trying to move towards. Leave in the Dust is a good response to Koopa Airship, but bad response to Roy Koopa. Well, it's fine.
I think I'm ready.
It's just expensive. Yeah, I think I'm ready too.
Okay.
All right, do you want to play or draw?
I'll play.
Okay. Yeah, this is a much better hand. Although it's a little slow, but I've got at least a couple spawn cards, so I can use that early mana. I really like how spawn fills
keep
out your
them all?
early curve. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. So my opponent mulliganed, so he's gonna only be able to keep 6 cards from his hand, and I'll put 1 on the bottom of his library. Unless he mulligans
That
again.
seems better.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
I'll return 1. Let me see.
Probably play Banshee Boardwalk on turn 1. It's nice to have all 3 mana too. All 3 colors of mana. Spear's a
Okay.
vehicle.
So
Can't be blocked. It's
go
nice.
to my main phase and I'll play a swap, and that's it.
Okay. Alright, I will play Banshee Boardwalk tapped. When Banshee Boardwalk enters the battlefield, I do scry 1, so I'll look at the top 1 card of my library. I'm going to keep that on top. And I'm done.
Okay.
So actually, I'm not going to be spawning early. I'm going to be
I'll draw
casting
for the
the
turn.
Signet on turn 2. And then that'll accelerate me into these nice 3 and 4
I'll play a
drops.
mountain and tap these 2
Or
to
4 and
play
5 drops,
Bubble
I mean.
Cannon.
Okay.
And that will be it.
Okay. All right. So here's a mountain and Egad's goggles.
Ooh.
And I'm done. So actually, I think I'm going to play Spear next turn. I will have 4 mana, and then the turn after that, I can like spawn twice, or play Guiji or something.
And on my main
probably
phase,
Guiji actually, and crew the Spear.
I'll play this first. I'll tap those 3 to cast Mr. I.
Okay.
And that's
6/3 is huge. All right.
Yeah.
What to do? So I have a lot of options here. I can spawn and just play Urgent Possession face down. Like, I kind of feel like I want to do something about Mr. I here. So I think what I do is I spawn and play Urgent Possession. I can probably use my 1/1 to make him a -1/-1, and then I can block with Urgent Possession if I need to. And then I'll have Urgent Possession available to cast, which is nice. Alright, I'll play Islands. I'm going to spawn King Caliente.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast him later from exile, so I'll pop that out. And then here's a face down 2/2.
Ooh.
And I'm done.
Okay. So on tap, on my upkeep, I choose not to sacrifice a creature.
That's beginning of combat on your turn. It's not your.
Oh, beginning of combat. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
So Mr. I is a card that whenever he at the beginning of combat on his turn, I can tap a creature,
and with that, I'll spawn King Koopa.
-1/-1. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, yeah, it's spawned. Okay, so it's not in play yet, but it's coming. Let me pop out your exile as well, so I have a reminder of that. Huh. Okay.
Wait.
So this is going to be interesting because there's going to be 2 triggers that go on the stack, and you get to control the order in which they go on the stack. I'm not sure if that matters to you strategically, but yeah, you'll choose the order in which they resolve, so you can like kill a creature before I have a chance to tap it to Mr. I, for example.
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're gonna so let's go. Okay.
I'll choose to first sack the minion.
So let's go through it a little bit more like mechanically so that it's really clear what's going on. So there's two cards with triggered abilities. The way it's going to work for you is you're going to put Mr. I's triggered ability on the stack first, and then you're going to put Babam Cannon's ability on the stack second, and that'll mean Babam Cannon's ability will resolve first, since that's how the stack works. All right, so you may pay 1 in a black and sacrifice a creature.
So I'll play like this. I'll sack the minion.
Okay, and when you do,
tag in your spook.
You're going to give -2/-2 to my spook. Okay. All right. It dies and it gets exiled, and it is Urgent Possession.
Sure.
And then the other ability now resolves, and I will tap minion to give Mr. I -1/-1 counter.
So I'll add a yellow counter to represent the -1/-1.
Sure. And you can set his power and toughness by pressing Control P and set it to 5/2. Okay.
There it is.
Yep.
And I'll attack you with the Mr. I.
Okay. I take 5. I go to 15.
And I think that would be it.
Okay.
There you go.
Well then, let's see. All right. I'll play an island. What do I want to do here? So I could play King Caliente. If I do get to tap down Mr. I, it'll become a 4/1, and I can actually just block it with King Caliente. If he like kills my minion though, then like that's probably fine too, and then it'll be a 6/3 that I can just trade with King Caliente. And like I've made my opponent use up mana and a creature to kill a minion. I don't think I need King Caliente as much this game, so kind of fine just trading there. Could also just play like spawn and play Gobblegut, which just like blocks straight up. That's a fine play too. I think I'd rather have Gobblegut for a longer game where I get to like use him for evasive damage, although I do have Spear for that. And I can save Gobblegut as removal. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play King Caliente from exile.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm done.
Okay. So I'll untap. I'll draw for the turn. That's interesting.
Really want to save this Urgent Possession for Bowser. Even though I can't actually activate his black-green ability. That actually kind of sucks. If I draw Rainbow Road, I can. Rainbow Road's in my deck, and it can activate for green mana.
We'll play a forest.
Okay. But I really don't want my opponent to have Bowser, so stealing it seems good. Just like
yeah,
as an
sure,
answer
why
to
not?
it.
I'll pay everything and play Bowser from exile.
Okay.
Yep. Then I go to my combat. I suppose you'll kill Mr. I.
I can't kill him. I only get to give 1/1/1 per turn, but I am going to make him a 4/1.
Okay. And that will be it.
Okay. Interesting. So Spirited Away can... No, I don't have a second black mana. I can't cast this for its face-up side. Yeah, I think I just need to cast Urgent Possession, and I'll spawn Gobblegut, and that'll be my turn. Alright. I mean, it kind of seems like my opponent wants me to cast Urgent Possession here, or is okay with it at least. But well, let's cast Urgent Possession. I'm just going to go for it. And, of course, targeting Bowser.
Uh-huh. There you go. That's yours.
All right. It has haste, but I'm not going to attack with it. But I will attack with King Caliente.
Okay, so I'll take the 4 damage.
Yeah. Okay. And then second main phase, I'll spawn Gobblegut. And I'm done.
I'll untap. I draw for turn.
I don't really have any way of sacrificing the face-down creature, unfortunately. That would allow me to play Spirited Away for its spook cost, which only requires a single black. So, kind of going to be stuck with a Spirited Away, unable to be cast. Which is an interesting... I mean, that's part of the way I designed this card, is it's kind of hard to play in 3 colors, but at least you can, you know, go on the spook quest to unlock the 1 in a black casting cost, which is a little bit easier to play. All right. What do we got?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'll think I'll go the safe road. I'll pay 1 swamp. Cast Mouser.
Okay.
And then I'll go to my combat.
All right.
I'll put... I can't sack the Mr. I to deal...
Right, because you don't have 2 black. You don't have a black mana.
Yeah.
So. Anyway,
So,
I'm gonna tap a
okay.
minion to put a
So
third -1/1
guys-
counter on it, unless you got something
Okay.
else before that.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
So
it
it
dies.
dies.
Yeah.
then that will be it.
Okay. This is, I think, the first time I've seen Mr. I in play, in playtesting, and kind of performed, I guess, about like everyone feared it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did get in 6 damage, no 5 damage, so it didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's attack with everything. I only have one red. No, I have 2 red mana, so I can sacrifice 2 creatures. I don't have the green mana to pump Bowser, so it's just gonna be a 4/4. So it's 4, 8, 10. Puts you at 6.
Yep.
Don't quite have enough to lethal you here. But
I'll take the damage.
yeah. Okay. So I can play Spear, and that's like resilient to board wipes. So I think I want to do that. All right, I'm gonna play Spear. It's a vehicle, can't be blocked.
On combat?
Sorry, second main phase.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll end my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So here I can sacrifice 2 creatures to King Caliente.
Huh.
And then I'll be able to do 1 more next turn if I need to. But I can probably just swing it with the Spear for the win.
Okay, so I'll pay 3.
Okay.
So here's charging shot.
All right.
So I'll set 3 counters on it.
Yep. He's a 3/3. So
yeah,
3 hits
yeah,
is this
3/3.
keyword mechanic that's part of the set. That's on a few cards. Has 3 counters. If it takes damage, it loses a counter instead. Got anything
I
else?
think that would be it.
Okay. End of turn, I'm gonna sack a minion to deal 2 damage to you
Ooh. Okay.
from King Caliente, and then I'm gonna do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at 2. All right. Well, I'll tap King Caliente to crew Spear,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll attack.
It can be blocked, and then I'm dead.
Yeah. And even
Well,
if he
my
could
sword-
block it, I could throw it at you or throw whatever at you with King Caliente. So
Let me tell you what I would have done.
sure.
I would have blocked Bowser with
Yeah.
Mouser, and then I would have cast Ulcerate
Oh.
on Bowser.
Oh, right, but then
I'll
yeah.
lose 2 life and I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. GG's. You want to reveal your library, and we'll take a look.
Sure.
And we can maybe talk. This is, of course, a play test, so it's important to see if we can get any. Whoops. I'm going to reveal my library to all players. It's important to like understand what the cards are doing and where some cards might have been good or bad. Or I think King Caliente was very good there. Like it allowed you to force through a lot of damage. I think I was going to win that game anyway, but without the force damage. But this card is maybe better than it should be. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking at your deck. Got a Bombu. Do you have a lot of ways? I guess, yeah, Bombu is pretty great with like Babam Cannon, which makes a lot of sense. Or
Yeah.
Bone Tail.
I was trying to go to like a sack deck, but I think it didn't go well since I didn't got any fixing.
Oh my god, King Babam. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and then you got
I had,
collateral
like-
damage to sacrifice things.
Yep, and I could kidnap your stuff and then play
Wow.
collateral damage,
There's a
sacking
lot
your
of-
stuff.
There's a lot of very powerful stuff going on that you just didn't have a chance. Oh, Kidnap. Yeah. Wow.
But I
That is-
couldn't survive long enough.
Yeah. Well, there's some really cool stuff going on, but yeah, it was a little bit hard. And yeah, I can see there's maybe some like suboptimal. Like I'm not sure. For example, Goo Goo Buggy is doing a lot for the deck.
Yeah, I just was trying to fill with Google Baggy.
Right. Yeah. 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 It's interesting. I kind of there were some weird things going on with red in the draft. Like it like became more and less available throughout the draft, and it just did some weird things.
Yeah, I didn't see any like red creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw like what you saw me play, like
Right.
the charging chuck. Maybe I could have gotten the red Kuba, but I didn't get
Mm.
it. Someone else got it.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
was my deck.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the main thing I learned from this draft was King Caliente is stronger than I thought, and
It's
maybe is so
very
strong that it
very
should be
strong.
nerfed. I think like increasing the cost to like 1 at a red would maybe help a bit in order to like not be able to machine gun down your opponent quite
Yeah.
so easily. I kind of did the same thing by nerf after like playtesting from yesterday with what's the card? It's the artifact. You have it in play. Bob-on Cannon. Bob-on Cannon yesterday was like a 4-mana card that didn't cost anything to sacrifice. I think it's a lot
Ooh.
it was like way too good. So I think it's a lot
Yeah.
more reasonable when it costs some mana to sacrifice, and it, like you still got some value out of it, but it became something. It wasn't just like a free way to use up your, things that you wanted to sacrifice. And I think King Caliente could use a little bit of that treatment too. So cool. All right. Well,
Have you reviewed
GG's.
Urgent Possession? I think
Oh,
it's really strong.
yes, Urgent
Casting
Possessions.
from
Yeah, it's something I don't. It happened in the last match and this one, where I put it in my exile, and it's just like my opponent just doesn't want to do anything at that point. Instead of just playing into it and losing, now they feel like, well, I have cards, but I just can't do anything with them, and
yeah, it's kind of like a cage,
yeah,
like a prison. I can't play anything because of the fear of
yeah.
Urgent
So
Possession just taking it from me.
Urgent Position is a really strong card, and I think it does a lot to make the Spook deck like a lot more like bring it on power level with other decks. But it might
Yeah.
just be not fun, and so I need to think hard about what I want to do with Urgent Possession.
Yep.
Yeah, Urgent Possession, of course, being the you control enchanted permanent card with Spook. Yeah, yeah. Well, all right.
Well,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much for the games. And sorry
Thank you
sorry they
for the
didn't
opportunity.
didn't go that great for you, but
No, and it's okay.
yeah,
It's just testing.
yeah, GG's, and
GG's.
thanks for watching.